Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. Nicki Minaj announced on Twitter that she is going to retire. This is what she said. I've decided to retire and have my family. I know you guys are happy now. To my fans, keep repping me. Do it to the death of me. X in the box cause nobody checking me. Love you for life. That's a nice bar right there. But anyway, Nicki Minaj is retiring. Now the question is she being serious? Do y'all believe that she's going to really retire? Honestly, I doubt it. Because I don't see anybody who really loves their craft really retiring from music. Now, she might not put out as much music as she once did, but I don't see her retiring completely. She's definitely still gonna do shows. She might release a song here and there. She might even release a new album by next year. Who knows? But I just don't see Nicki actually retiring just yet. I think right now she's in a space where she's kind of frustrated with the music industry, and she's focusing on something that makes her happy. She's focusing on her personal life. She says she wants to have a family, so I'm assuming that she's probably preparing to have a baby with her husband, Kenneth Petty, the infamous Kenneth Petty. Now, even though my opinion on Nicki's relationship doesn't matter, y'all know how I feel about this Kenneth Petty guy. His rap sheet is off the chain. I'm telling you, he has been convicted for manslaughter and rape and a slew of other crimes, but he has managed to stay out of trouble for over a year now. So anybody could change, but I don't know. I still have my mixed feelings about that whole situation, but that's Nicki's life. That's her husband. That's who she chose. So therefore, I have no room to speak on that. But it seems like she is planning to have a child with her husband, and that's probably why she is retiring, or taking a hiatus, I should say. And you know what? There's no issue with that. I mean, Nicki has been working non-stop for over 10 years. She has been releasing music constantly, doing features, releasing albums, touring, doing press runs, doing photo shoots, filming commercials, acting, hosting her own radio show. I mean, the list goes on. She has been pretty much consumed with her career for a long time, and she's at a point where she wants to focus on her personal life and focus on her own happiness. And if that's what she wants to do, I see nothing wrong with that. But I don't believe that she's going to really retire. Now, she recently did a video with Megan Thee Stallion for their Hot Girl Summer song. And what I found interesting was at the end of the video, they put a message saying, "Everybody needs us." So that was Megan and Nicki's way of saying the rap game needs us. And Nicki knows this. She knows the rap game will miss her if she leaves, so she announced her retirement because she wants to bow out for a little while and see how people will react to her absence. And it's honestly a smart marketing strategy. She did that last year when she took a hiatus from music and social media, and she built an anticipation for her return. She released Chun-Li, and Chun-Li did well as a solo single for her, but unfortunately there was a lot of chaotic, messy stuff going on after her return, especially the mess involving her feud with Cardi B and her rants on her radio show. That unfortunately did take away a lot of attention from her music, so that did affect her a little bit. But there are some other factors that may have affected Nicki, and one of the factors I will say is the new influx of female rappers. Hip-hop has now embraced a lot of new female rappers out right now, and it's becoming a very competitive game. Obviously, you have Cardi B, who came into the game and took a lot of Nicki's thunder, and she also has a very powerful machine behind her, so they have kind of elevated her to the top and pushed Nicki out. Also, you have the city girls who are coming up, Megan Thee Stallion, who has been creating a lot of buzz for herself this year, Saweetie, Cash Doll, Tierra Whack, Doja Cat, and Lizzo. I mean, Lizzo right now is the new hip pop artist. She really has made a name for herself in music, and she has worked hard for it too. And there are a few others who are coming into the game, but I made this point to say that it's becoming a very competitive market for female rappers. So Nicki now has to compete with these new girls, and she never really had to do that before in her career. There's a lot of new, fresh talent coming out, a lot of younger talent coming out, and that's another point I want to make. Young people have an advantage in hip hop, and Nicki is not as young as she used to be. Nicki is getting older. And that's not to say that she's old, because she's not old. She's in her mid-30s. But hip hop is a young man's game, unfortunately. And ageism is a part of the reason why Nicki is kind of struggling a little bit to reach this new generation. Not only that, I think Nicki has been out for so long and people are so used to seeing her that they don't really appreciate what she puts out. So she's taking a break now just to give her audience a chance to miss her. I think when she does take a hiatus, there will be more of an appreciation for her as an artist, because right now people are not appreciating what she has accomplished in her career. And just recently she had to post and delete this tweet of her getting into it with a hip hop blog called Hip Hop DX. Allegedly, Hip Hop DX was comparing Cardi B's music to Nicki's music. And Nicki said this in their DMs: "My dude, you said you know who another rapper is based off. Be careful," I think that's the word she crossed out, even though she didn't write it. So I'm assuming she's talking about Cardi B. So compare that to my debut album that I wrote. Don't have selective amnesia or hold me to a higher standard while disrespecting me and my craft. Goodbye. And she listed some names of her songs: I'm the Best, Here I Am, Save Me, Dear Old Nicki. But all of a sudden, a ghost-written song dropped and you no longer know who I am? Knock it off, my dude. Does Jay need to tell you he sold drugs in front of Marcy Projects on every album for you to know who he is? Like, do you people even understand anymore how dumb y'all sound? Like, just stop. And she also tweeted this: "And how could I forget my baby right through me?" And by the way, if you don't have to write or do the work and you still get the respect and accolades, I commend you. Laugh out loud. I wish I did the same thing now that I see the hard work I put in didn't ever matter. It's really all love. After she posted this, she deleted the tweet and then announced that she's retiring. So right now she feels underappreciated, and she sees a person like Cardi B who doesn't put as much work in her craft as Nicki does, and she still gets all the awards, she gets all the praise, and all the credit for songs that she did not write. And this is not me hating on Cardi B, because I do think Cardi B deserves her success. And if she's not careful, she definitely will lose that success if she stops ranting and acting a fool online. But I do think she is a great entertainer, and she has put in some work to get to where she is, but she definitely did not have to work as hard as someone like Nicki Minaj. And because Nicki is talented, they do hold her to a higher standard and expect more from her, but that's kind of a way of them saying that she has to work twice as hard to get the same type of recognition that Cardi B has. You know, that's what Black women have to do in general. We have to work twice as hard to get half as much sometimes, and it's really unfortunate. So when I look at things from that perspective, I can understand Nicki's frustration. I don't think that she wants to retire, but I think she's taking a break because she's frustrated. And when a person gets frustrated, they sometimes feel like they want to quit. I remember this happened to Toni Braxton. Some years ago, Toni Braxton said that she was retiring from music because she no longer had a love for it anymore. I think the reason why Toni felt this way is because she no longer had the success that she had in the past. Because Toni was a huge artist in the 90s and early 2000s, but as time went on, people stopped supporting her music, and I was really upset that folks slept on Pulse. I think Pulse is one of Toni's best albums, in my personal opinion. And Beyonce must have liked it too, because she named her fragrance after Toni Braxton's album and copied her Pulse photo shoot, but that's a whole nother topic in itself. The point is, Pulse was a good album and people slept on it, and Toni lost her momentum and she ended up feeling jaded because of it, and she wanted to quit music. She also had a lot of issues with the music business, so she didn't really have a love for music anymore. But after she announced her retirement, Her musical husband, Babyface, was like, "Nuh-uh, Toni, you are not retiring. I'm gonna pull you out of retirement and help you get your love for music back." And that's what he did. And after that, they recorded Love, Marriage, and Divorce, which was a classic album. And Toni Braxton won a Grammy for this album. Also, Toni released another album called Sex and Cigarettes and had a hit song called Long As I Live, which I love. But yes, Toni was able to get some success after that point in her career where she felt like she could no longer do music. So sometimes you need somebody to give you that inspiration back. And I think Nicki Minaj is at a point where she's losing some of that inspiration because she's no longer at her peak. She realizes that she's not always going to be on top, and it's kind of hard for her to deal with that, but it honestly happens to every single big artist. Every artist has their peak and then they eventually fall off, but an artist who has made an impact never loses their respect and they never lose their fan base. That's something that Nicki has to realize. But overall, I don't think she's going to retire from music because she loves it too much. I don't see her retiring. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!